Hi guys, welcome to another video of Mr. Mac Maths. The diagram shows three sides of a regular polygon. The size of each exterior angle of the regular polygon is 3x degrees. The size of each interior angle of the regular polygon is 6x degrees. Work out the number of sides the regular polygon has. Okay, so let's look at the misconception. So firstly, the common misconception that occurs with questions like this is that it's asking to work out the number of sides of the regular polygon. So what's really tempting here is that you could look at this and say, okay, so this is the polygon that we're looking at, because that's the interior angle there. So what's really tempting is that you just want to draw the shape just like this and then try to figure out, without doing any calculations, how many sides it might have. Now, you might think that that's the answer there, and it's quite straightforward. However, if I start again, it could also be this. It could also be many other possibilities. It could have loads of sides. So, therefore, that method that is a misconception and it's flawed. Right, let's have a look at how we actually solve the problem. So let's read the question again. So it says, the diagram shows three sides of a regular polygon. The size of each exterior angle of the regular polygon is 3x degrees. The size of each interior angle of the regular polygon is 6x degrees. Work out the number of sides the regular polygon has. Now, what's really important is if you look at the top here, I've put a formula down on the top right hand side. It says exterior angle of a polygon equals 360 divided by number of sides. So that's a very important point that we need to bear in mind. Now, the other thing is, if we read the question, the diagram shows three sides of a regular polygon. What is a regular polygon? What is a polygon in the first place? So a polygon is a shape made of straight sides. A regular polygon is a shape that's made of straight sides where all the sides are the same length. Okay, so a shape that's made of straight sides where all the sides and also the angles are the same size. So in this case, for example, this side would be exactly the same size as this side here, and so would this one. So these would all be the same size, and then obviously the other sides that are missing, they'll all be the same size as those as well. Right, so the first thing that we need to do is look at, it says 6x and then 3x. Now, if you look at those two angles there, they are actually on a straight line. If you can see this line, they're actually on a straight line. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. So the first thing that I would do is write 6x plus 3x equals 180 degrees, and I would solve that first. So 6x plus 3x is 9x. 9x equals 180 degrees. Then we want to solve for x, we want to calculate what x is, so you divide both sides by 9. So you end up with x equals, and 180 divided by 9, you just do 18 divided by 9, which is 2, and then the answer is 20 because it's 10 times bigger. So if x is 20, then we can safely say that if I've got 3x over here, then 3 lots of 20 is going to be 60 degrees. So that angle is actually 60 degrees. And if x is 20, which is what we worked out here, then that means that this angle over here is going to be 6 lots of 20. So 6 times 20 is 120 degrees. So now that we know the two angles, and if you add them up, if you do 120 plus 60, that gives you 180, and that's the answer. So now that we know the two angles, we can now start calculating using our formula here. So do we know the exterior angle? Yes, we do. The exterior angle is 60 degrees. So what we can do is we can substitute that into the formula, just like this. So we get 60 degrees equals 360 divided by the number of sides. I'm just going to put S for the number of sides here. Okay. So 360 divided by the number of sides. Now we actually want the number of sides. So we need to get the number of sides on its own. Now at the moment it's 360 divided by the number of sides. So because it's dividing, I need to multiply both sides by S. So I end up with 60 degrees times by S equals 360 degrees. Now if I want this by itself, what is the 60 doing to the S? It's multiplying, so the opposite of multiplication is you need to divide by 60. So if I divide both sides by 60, then I end up with S equals, so remember S is the number of sides which is S, equals 360 divided by 60. So what's 360 divided by 60? Well, if you just do 36 divided by 6, that gives you 6. So it's going to be 6 sides.